just wanna be free with my people to prosper and hold it down. Don't you sit and wait, contemplating on a revolution. The time is now. I just wanna be free. 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 Can't you see? I just wanna be free.
Okay. Another episode of Things I Wish I Knew About Money podcast. I'm your host, Kamille Smith. Wagwan. This is a premiere. As you can see, I did mention that I wanted to take the Saturday off to be live, but I'm actually still doing it Saturday in the day. But such is life. I'm having a low energy time, so I was like, yo, let me just push through and do it so I'm able to give you guys something, because I was debating whether I should give you guys an episode or like do a flash from the past and stuff, but I was like, you know, it's literally the end of the first half of 2024, and there's stuff I wanted to discuss, and hopefully, you guys will be able to, rock with me and everything. So whoever's here in the chat, I am going to be in the chat no matter what. So welcome, and whoever's listening to the playback, wagwan, pick up yourself. It is episode 186. And you know what? I like the number 86 because that's the year I was born. So maybe it's going to be a great episode and everything. The reason why I have low energy is because it's been a long week. There's great things that happen. There's shitty things that happen. But I am fortunate enough to be here, right? So if you're on my Instagram or WhatsApp, you would have seen that I made a amazing touchdown, even though my ankles have been sprained for the last couple weeks, but they're better now. They're better now. So if you're asking how that is going, thank you. My dog Maxwell had a surgery. He is back home and well, but he is stitched up, and it's emotional. It's emotional. So whoever has asked me about Maxwell as well, that knows that he had a surgery, thank you for asking, because this is the second time having a surgery, and this time around it was really hard for me. Like, as soon as I saw him, my heart dropped, and I was like, ooh, I don't know. So I'm not good with stitches and stuff, so anyone that sees me, bear with me and things. But like, what got the touchdown with my flag football. Been a busy week and stuff, and I'm just exhausted. I don't know why. Every day I'm exhausted. Working hard, trying to finish deadlines, trying to help people finish up their taxes and things. And this is why I actually want this episode, because it shouldn't be like this. I'm having a hard time with self-employed folks or business owners and stuff, realizing that not and waiting till like the very end to do their stuff is actually really not beneficial for both of us. Okay, so like this this is not bashing self-employed individuals or business owners. Today, it's educating you guys on, let's try to figure out a way to make this better. I am tired. I am putting in long hours to get rid of hundreds and hundreds of transactions that should have been done before. So I heard y'all messages. I heard y'all. So for the self-employed And business owners, this is for you. Um, oh gosh, it was. This is for you. Gosh darn it. First things first. If you have been a self-employed and business owner with me for a good while, there are two things I would have already suggested to you. And if you haven't done it yet, I'm really going to drill it into your mind this year because as you can see, I am tired. And June 30th is usually like the cutoff period for certain things, and trying to do thousands or like hundreds of transactions is tiring. And I get it because life is lifing. I understand when it comes to life is lifing, but there are strategies that we can make, so we don't have to get down to this part. So the one thing is having a system. um Having a system. Well, first things first, no. And if you know me, you know what I'm gonna say. I need you to keep them goddamn receipts. I need you to keep your receipts. I need you guys to keep it in order. There's no way like getting away from this. You literally have to keep your receipts, because if CRA comes after you like 5 7 years later, you're gonna be screwed, right? So I want to have like, first gonna actually talk about the receipts, and then I'm gonna talk about actually. No, I'm going to do it this way. So there are 3 ways for business owners or self-employed folks can stay organized throughout the year. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. Um, Hopefully I don't have anything crazy open and things, or wild, I should say. I don't think I do because I try to be mindful. Which window should be open? Okay, so this one first. So anyone that has dealt with me in the last couple years, they have received this every year. Oh, shucks. Mm, mm. I don't know whose numbers those are, but it's okay. Wait. Give me a second. Actually, you don't know who the numbers are. So that's just an example of numbers, right? That's an example of numbers. If you've received this business template from me, you would know that you have to, there's certain expenses that I need to know. I showed you that part. However, I have great news. There's a different strategy with this. Actually, no, I'm so sorry. I should have opened up my empty one. Uno momento. I know I have it. Like I said, I'm tired. It's been a long ass week, but I actually want to show you guys this so you're able to have a better understanding. But I also know that I've showed this many times and have different episodes about this, but I really want you guys to have an understanding about this. Let's see if it's this one. Okay, boom. So it's this one. Let me double check. This is one of them. Okay, that's fine. Actually, this is fine. This one is for the folks that have business number HST filing, that have to do HST filing. The template that I showed you before, normally what I do is I ask for folks to fill that out, and then afterwards, I would actually put it into this category because I actually have to separate the HST and the subtotal. Ideally, I would love you to do that as well. But you know what? Slow steps, baby steps with this, right? Here it is. So you have this one. It shows the amount that includes GST or HST. Then you have the HST, GST, HST separate, and then you have the amount excluded. Sometimes I do it either way. I think the old one that, like the one I posted up or showed before, has it the opposite way. This is the way my mind works. So this way you'll be able to see the general expenses. There's this admin, accounting, advertising, bad debt, business setup. These are very straightforward. Everyone that is born in the 70s, in the 80s, in the 90s should know how to use an Excel sheet. Okay? It's actually really easy to just do a little, you know? $100 plus $100. Boom. 200. Boom. Boom. I should put this like this. Sorry. Boom, simple like that. And the best thing about this template is the formula is already there for you, so you don't have to struggle. So when I provide this template, ideally this is not to do it at the end of the year or like in April, because that takes up so much time and you still have a business to run. That's why it's ideal to do it throughout the month so you're able to be aware about how much you're spending and stuff, right? This is and I'm really trying to push this because one thing about it is I need you guys to know, one, how much you're making every month or every year before the time comes, and two, to be able to do a tax plan and tax strategy before the end of the month or the end of the year finishes. This is why I provide this stuff before. And even if you have it from the previous year, you can still use that same one. You just got to save as, and change it, right? I like there's no reason why you should wait till the end of the year to do this all. So I'm begging, I'm pleading to the self-employed folks and the business owners, please start using this. Like it's actually, it will make your life easier. Actually, I'm going to provide you a different suggestion as well. Because if you're a business owner or self employed and you have a service or a product, you should be providing invoices. I know there's some folks that, use Word document. The other day I was dealing with trying to get invoices into QuickBooks, and it was driving me nuts because it was like Word document or a photo and stuff. I'm like, yo, like we gotta teach folks how to like properly get invoices or make invoices. So one thing that I suggest is using, there's two options. There's the folks that don't want to pay for QuickBooks. I understand. I get it. If you don't want to pay, once you're ready to scale up your business, you can, fine, cool. And there's other options with waves. I don't particularly like waves per se, but you know what? To make my life easy, and be able to have a financial statement and I'll be able to review it, I would rather that. And then we work together to have your expenses um categorized correctly. Cuz it's a lot of work, yeah. Especially if you have transactions and stuff. Like a lot of transactions, it's a lot. First things first. First things first. Actually, sorry for before I do that, you have to separate your personal and your business. I've been, that's actually the second thing I've been preaching for the longest time, which receipts, and separate your personal and business, because it's actually going to take things longer. And like I said again, if CRA audits you and everything's in your business account and you're trying to prove to them, like, oh, sorry, if everything's in your personal account, but it's like your business, they're going to look to see to prove that that's for your business and not. Like it's I think I have everyone that I'm doing bookkeeping with that's able to do that. I think I have one or two that are slowly trying to understand how tedious it is when you mix up your personal and business. So I am praying by the end of this year that it actually drills in folks' heads and say, yo, okay, Cam, I've heard you many years telling me, don't make it personal. Don't put it in your personal. Don't put it in your personal. I'm cool with that as long as you just listen. That's all I ask. That's all I ask for is just listen. Okay? So separate your personal and business account, please. It's actually more beneficial and for the folks that want to get grants and funding, separate your blood. sorry, hold on. Let me regulate. Separate them so you're able to have a proper financial statement to be able to do these grants. And that's like one of the things that's very crucial. Like I know you want to bootstrap your business and do that, but you have to do it the correct way, right? That's just one thing that I've realized. Or just record when you use your personal into the business. It's you know what makes it easier? When you have a system or an app or a accounting system that makes it do that. It actually does it for you. Golly, look at that. So I'm gonna show you guys the difference with gosh darn it, hold on. That doesn't want to disappear. Okay, cool. Are you to hide? No, we're not hiding? Okay, bet. Oh, voila. So comparing QuickBooks and Wave. I'm not sponsoring anyone or anything. I'm just trying to ease my life and your life so we can get this ish sorted out, right? I know the difference again is Wave is free, but if you had a couple things you had to pay, and then QuickBooks is not, right? So I would say fine. If you're an individual that doesn't have a lot of transactions, and it's just easy, like 10 transactions and stuff, cool. But if you have a lot of transactions, I think you should consider QuickBooks because there's different classes or attributes that you can actually tweak, and obviously you can talk to me about that. Um, and if you have payroll, that gets a little bit complex, but I normally say I'm staying in my lane. If you need payroll included, whether it's subcontractor or employee, I do have connections with ADP where you could do that as well. I like to stay in my lane. I've done it once and it didn't go well. So I was like, you know what? Let me just provide that service from someone else and you get a discount from me. Boom, bam, bam. So again, comparing Wave and QuickBooks features. Is Wave better than QuickBooks? The honest answer depends on your business and the features that are important to you. Personally, QuickBooks. I'm not sponsored. I swear I'm not sponsoring this. If you're looking for a free accounting software, Waves is better. And at least you're able to make an invoice. This is actually why I'd rather, like, if you guys can't go with QuickBooks, I'd rather you go with the Waves because you're able to at least make an invoice. And making an invoice is the most important thing. So you'll be able to know how much revenue you're making. And especially if you have HST or GST, you're able to add that and show the people the HST number. Remember, this is for the folks. Hold on. This is for the folks that have a GST or HST number. You have to put it on your invoice. You cannot, once you get a GST, HST, and you're charging people, you got to put that on your invoice. Like, and remember, remember, the GST, HST is when you reach over $30,000 in sales. Okay. So anyone that is in a business, like what, right now? Golly, what just happened? Right now, if you've reached over 15,000, you know business is booming, you got this. I suggest you, yeah, apply for that HST number. Like, it won't kill you to have it. But remember, that GST HST money is not yours. So like I said before, put it in a different account so you have that when you do your HST filing, whether it's monthly, quarterly, or annually, you have that money just in case, right? I've been doing it. Yes, it's tedious because like it's either you look at the invoice that you just sent someone or you just calculate how much HST that you're putting into another account. But it's not my money. And I'm okay looking at it. I'm like, dang, I really wish I could use it, but I can't. But cool, 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 and things, right? So be mindful about that. Um, okay, I'm back at this. Okay, so the invoices. So this is the features that Wave gives. Um, Unlimited bank and credit card connections, unlimited income and expense tracking, unlimited guest collaborators. So a person like me, accountant that wants to come in, boom. Run multiple businesses in one count. Unlimited customized invoices. See what I said? Receipt scanning and online payments. Remember what I said about the receipts? You can literally take a photo and put them, and you know what? I'm trying to I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I slack off the receipts, okay? However, most times click 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 click. I'm taking a photo of them. And there's so many options that you can scan your receipts. Like especially if you have a printer, you can um scan it on your printer, put it in a drive. You could put it on an online, put it on Google Drive. Sometimes the security is wary. I've been hearing as of late. You could put it on OneDrive. You could put it on Dropbox. You can add decks. There's so many options on how you can scan and store and file your receipts. I'm going to hamper on this constantly. File your receipts. Keep your receipts. Just take a photo. The other day I seen a receipt and the numbers were rubbed off and I almost lost it. But I said, you know what? It was one out of the many. So I'm not going to be that mad. But just take a photo, just scan something. Get a system where it works for you. Or get one of your cousins, your nieces, nephews to take photos. They know how to take photos. Just click, click, click your receipts every week, every month, whatever, however you want to do it. Right? Just keep them ish. And then you have QuickBooks. This is a $25 a month. And this is what most folks have. I know I have someone that's paying. If you see the 70, there's a way they can fix that. But it's you have to book a appointment with me if you want to learn that. Sending invoices and accepting payments, managing bills and expenses, track sales and tax. This is actually why I really love QuickBooks because it makes it so easy breezy. The lines that I need are like on point and shows the same amount lines that I have to do with the HST filing. I'm not sure about waves because I've seen waves do it. I've seen the numbers, but it's not like how I would put the format in when I'm doing HST filing. So with QuickBooks Plus, I like this because it's project profitability, tracks inventory, time, and you can also change the class. So that's what I wouldn't recommend the $70 one, depending on your business. But if you're wanting to scale and you have different projects, classes, and things, you definitely want to consider this one, right? And then there's QuickBooks Advanced, Smart Reporting, Customized User Permissions. I don't think I've seen anybody with this one, but at the same time, this is like for big corps and stuff, right? So you want to be mindful about this. Um, but if you're starting off and it's 10 transactions or whatnot, maybe Waves is right for you, right? But there's certain things that Wave is not going to cover that QuickBooks can, right? Tracking income and expenses for us, for me. Oh, yes. Um, I must say, QuickBooks is a pain in the arse when it comes to updating transactions or your bank feed. So I would say once a week, and this is a reminder that I always tell folks, once a week, please go in, or not upload, update, so you're able to have the recent transactions that have happened. Nothing's more annoying than going into the feed and it's like what, June 29th, and I haven't seen anything from June 15th. I know you've done transactions. I want to make sure I can clear that so your month end you're able to see what which people haven't been paid or which people you haven't paid yet, and be able to take care of that, right? So that's some things. I don't know really know this. I thought it was gonna this is how I want to see it. Right. When to choose Waves is if you want to save money, if you're a small business owner or freelancer, you just want simplicity. Um, you need a quick and easy setup. When to choose QuickBooks if you have more complex accounting solution, you have a bigger business or work in retail, you plan scaling your business soon, you want features that Wave doesn't have. I really think people that have a business and has more than 10 transactions should consider QuickBooks, especially if you have events or everything and different type of things, so you'll be able to organize yourself, right? And I'm just going back, I'm going to go back to organizing these receipts because I'm really focused on this one. This is one of the main things that I've been acknowledging as of late, and I really want to get this habit in check for everyone, just so it's not so daunting at this time of the year, right? Use a business account and credit card, please, please. Sorry, let me start from the thought of organizing your receipts fill you with dread. Sorry, it can seem overwhelming to keep track of your receipts and record keeping on the top of the demands of running your own business, but it may not be at the top of your list. But if you're self-employed or small business owner, you're required by law to keep a record of your business transactions, because you know CRE wants to come anytime just to audit. So here's a way. Like I said, use a business account and credit card. Anyone that has a business checking account, perfect. I love you. If you're using a credit card that's personal, I'm not mad, but I want you to be mindful about that. And if you do have, let's say you have two credit cards, like two personal credit cards, stop using one of them for your personal and just use that for business, so you can at least keep track of that. That's another suggestion. If you can't get a business credit card and you have two personal credit cards, please just use that one strictly for your business. Don't mix it, because I said it before. You can't stop dibble dabbling in the same ish, and it's really complicated. The only way that you can make it work is if you have it in QuickBooks, where I could be able to decipher which one's personal, which one's business. And that's why I always suggest QuickBooks. Save your receipts. like I said, as you can see, it says notice of assessments and stuff. Spend time reviewing your receipts once a month. Um, Depending on how many transactions you have, it shouldn't take that long. Depending. And plus, if you wait till the very last month, it's just gonna get overwhelming. Or if you want, you could do it quarterly if you really don't have that many receipts or transactions. Make notes on the back of your receipts. Yes, actually, that makes things very much easier. Not even the back of the receipt. Write it on the front. So let's say you're scanning it. I already know I don't have to scan both front and back to see, oh, what was this receipt for? Right at the top, listing fee or meals and entertainment or gifts and stuff, and that makes my life easier, right? Create a spreadsheet for your work from home expenses. That's important because you want to be able to know your square feet as well, like what you use towards the business and what you have total, and that's for anything. That is for your car. I need to know what mileage or kilometers you use for the business and your total. I'm tired of asking people this every year. Like, oh, Camille, how am I supposed to know? You know, you must know how much you drove your car. It's so easy. Take a picture at the beginning of the year, take a picture at the end of the year, and then we go back and then we find where we went for business related things. This is why I say do it monthly instead of just at the end of the year. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. Right? Back up your receipts. Yep. Because anything can happen. Fire. Knock upon wood. Um, if or external hard drive or something, you never know, right? And look, paper receipts tend to fade with time. Digital copy is ideal. There's another software, Evernote. I'm gonna double check that and see if that one's a great one. Um, as of late, I've had people use Dex or scan it on their Google Drive, OneDrive, Dropbox, or you could just put it into QuickBooks receipts. It's there. That's the amazing thing about QuickBooks as well. I'm always rooting for QuickBooks. No, this is not sponsored by QuickBooks, but if you want me to do your accounting or bookkeeping, then book an appointment. Oh, hold on. Let me just put that in there. you know. Oh, this one. Oh. Sorry, I'm in a different thing. Yeah. And again, like if it's payroll, I'm not the best with payroll. I'm not gonna lie. I try to stay in my lane with that type of thing. But that I'm really trying to minimize the stress for you as self-employed or business owner and myself with trying to cramp in so many hours to put in hundreds of transactions when we can do it, whether you want me to do it monthly for you, quarterly. I'm not suggesting at the end of the year because it's too much for me and it's too much for you because it's gonna cost to especially a backup log or backlog and stuff. So by all means you can contact me at info@finansiq.com or schedule an appointment so we can review this because I really want to help folks have a easy flowing business, and it's gonna work when you have a system that you know how much money you're making and then you'll be able to tax plan accordingly or be able to invest better and stuff. It's like once you're able to let's see if I could give an example with QuickBooks. I'm going to do a demo one. That's what I was trying to do before. Um, uno momento. Uno momento. I just want to show you guys an example of QuickBooks, even though I feel like I've shown it before. And if It'll make your life easier. Trust me. Please, just just do it in a way where it doesn't have to be so stressful for you. Hold on. Mm, Me know I see me done it before. No, it's not that one. Hold on. Sample company. Boom, boom, boom. Continue. Okay, so now I can show you guys. Once again, this is a sample company. This is not an actual company that I'm showing. I wouldn't do that. See, long for success. Boom, bam, bam. Okay, so there's the menu. This is basically seeing all the shortcuts and the tasks that you have to do. Oh, and there's a next app that I have together, Financial Sense. Yo, that one's really good because it gives me able to give you reminders and everything. So I even put a reminder to upload your invoices or update your bank feed. So something like this. Oh, whoa. Okay, not right now. No. So something like this, you have your Visa credit card, your checking, and you see how this? Clearly, you haven't done this in a while. See, oh, I can't. Let me see if I could do it at the same time. Of course not. Mer. So something like this, you see, I know what has to be done in April for checking, and then the same for this. So I know that this person was paid, so you just match, and it's easy, right? Whether you have this, this is just a sample. Remember, folks. Let's see, boom, and it's a sample like that. So, like, let's go to sales. So you see, you have the invoice. You're able to create an invoice. Very simple. Very simple. You just type in a name, Benjamin, right? You go to the services that you provide, whether it's, let's see, catering, boom, $1,000. You want to do HST because you have a business number, and then you want to have the different classes. So we're in the east side, so boom. So something like this is very doable, and I wonder if I could show. No. So sit up. Oof. Let me just type in mine real quick. Golly. So, example, save and send. And then it's going to look like this, right? You're going to be able to see it, review it, and then, oh, here's a print. Because I actually don't want to send it to myself. So this is what it's going to look like. See how that's easy? And it's a PDF. You can have it as a PDF, and it makes sense. Like, you can store this somewhere, and you'll be able to find this whenever. It's what I'm trying to get Ona to do, because it's just easy. It's just easier for your life, right? So then you have these ones that are overdue, so you know that these are going to be part of your accounts receivable to to get back. And then we have reports. And this is just a breakdown for folks, like why it's so crucial to have these. Like, you have your balance statement, so you know how much you're making as of June 29th, right? Boom, bam, bam. Obviously, it's not up to date, so this is going to be kind of wonky, but you know how much cash you have in hand. Let's go to the income statement. I'm sorry for the individuals that are watching this, but this is a way for you to practice to see, like, the things that you want to do, right? And then you have income, then you have different types of income, whether it's services, product, sales, markup. Boom. You can even do this, right? And then you have different expenses. You see how I showed you before the template? So I'll be able to establish where these are going. So it'll be much easier in the next years coming. And then even for the folks that have them good old clients that want to take them sweet time to pay. If you need to get mafia on them, you know how much they owe you and everything, or how much you owe them, or they have a credit. So when they do come back, you can pay or deduct from that, right? So this is people that owe you. And then if you go to accounts payable, then that's people that you owe, and you don't want that. And it's very simple to me, but obviously, like something like this, I would totally work with you to make it make sense in your eyes as well. So like, see, I owe these two people 61 to 90 days overdue, so you'd want to clear that as fast as possible. So these are the type of things. This is why I vouch for QuickBooks a lot, because it's just makes our lives easier. Then you'll have a better understanding, and there's certain things I'll be able to do. But at the same time, for us to have this work together, we need to either be on the same page. So like, I can't have you say like, "Oh yeah, come here, I'm gonna make you do this," and then boom, boom, boom. Oh yeah, and you don't tell me that you actually did something to the account, and now I'm lost because things are not working, it's not flowing well as it should with QuickBooks or Waves. So please contact me. Let's book an appointment to see how we can make things work for each other. Um I'm tired. I'm going to take a nap or something, or do no, I have to finish a couple things. That's a lie. I have a couple things to review. But I really, really, this is for the self-employed and business owners. Um, there's a way to have things organized, and I've shown you things. I thought you showed you three options: a template with a spreadsheet, QuickBooks, or Waves. I can't show you Waves because I'm not gonna go on a person's Waves to show you that. I don't know how to do a sample one for them. Actually, can I do a sample? Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. If I could do it, then cool. Or I can show you the way. Let me just sign in and see if I can get in without. No. See, it's just taking me. Oh, look, 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 look. Okay. Maybe. Nope. I'm not taking a chance. But anyone that wants ways, the pricing, I'll put the pricing for QuickBooks, and I'll put the pricing for Waves in the show notes. So if you want to choose, that's on you. But there's a special. If you go with me, it can be discounted. So, but you have to book an appointment with me so we can figure out that and how things will work, and if we align. All right. So, I was gonna say, it's a long weekend here. Burp. It's a long weekend here. So happy Canada Day for the folks. I'm gonna be wearing red. I know there's friends and family that are doing the Pride thing as well. Pride parade. Sorry, I didn't mean. I didn't want to say it rude. So big up you guys as well. And I have so many things coming up. Two to three barbecues, karaoke, a baby shower. By the time I come back next week, the baby shower wouldn't have happened yet. So that's cool. And yeah, it's going to be a busy week, or a busy long weekend. So I'm really excited. I am tired. I am tired. But because I've like actually, recorded and hung out with y'all, my energy is coming back. So this is why I do it every week that I do this. It gives me joy. So big up yourselves, right? And until next time, folks, stay safe during this frigging long weekend. Please, peace and love and harmony. Like, stop being violent with each other, yo. And just tell a friend or a loved one that you love them. You never know how much that will mean to them. All right. Till next time, folks. I'm out.
I just wanna be free with my people to prosper and hold it down. Don't you sit and wait, contemplating on a revolution of time.